As you all know, this MGTOW YouTuber TrueSherm made a crappy video trying to attack me. We all know how that went, but it only gets worse from here. After browsing through some of his videos, I think we can conclude, folks, that TrueSherm is producing insane and bullshit content. But don't take my word for it, just listen to TrueSherm.
And if I want to change, that is something I hope I could choose for myself, and not some fucking gay bomb or gay frog or chemicals they're putting in the water to turn me gay. If I go gay, I would hope it would be my own will, my own choice.
Why would anyone want to force people to be gay? Like, what would someone gain from doing that? How did I miss this part in your video going after me? Jeez. Maybe I misheard the guy. It's not like he admits to saying stupid shit no one would believe. Oh wait, what's this?
Like I say borderline crazy shit all the time, so, like, people's preferences don't...
Seriously though, if you're admitting to saying bottom line crazy shit, then why should anyone take you seriously? You expose your own hypocrisy when in another video after this video, you call yourself...
I've been about anti-bullshit, really.
Your nonsensical arguments need to stop because you are spreading lunacy and absolute hypocrisy. Please, stop it. And get some help. Good morrow, ladies and gents. It is I, the Crimson Crusader, your friendly neighborhood anti-MGTOW pharmacist trying to give you a dosage of reality. In this video, I'm going to respond to one of his rant videos called Shaming MGTOW to expose the many lies and bullshit that keeps coming out of TrueSherm's mouth. While TrueSherm has some good points, many of his points are either flawed or just plain bullshit. This is not some hate campaign, but rather a necessary criticism towards TrueSherm's actions, attitudes, and arguments. I won't be responding to all of his points because some of them are irrelevant to the MGTOW topic. Instead, I will respond to clips and paraphrase arguments to cut down time. This video was a while ago before he did a video on me, but I thought it'd be funny to expose the hypocritical and insane arguments coming from the MGTOW community. Also, I recommend checking out my other videos debunking this guy if you have not watched those yet. Anyways, if I misunderstand anything about you, TrueSherm, feel free to let me know. And now, let's enter TrueSherm's MGTOW land.
I told you guys, shaming is not work. If anything, it's just going to exacerbate the situation. But
let me get this straight. The main topic of this video I'm responding to then is you talking for almost an hour about MGTOW being shamed. You sure follow your own advice. It's not like you made a video attacking me which ended up making the situation worse when I destroyed most of your arguments in 3 videos. I mean, at least you didn't use shaming language on others after you made this video I'm responding to right now.
Want to be an anti-MGTOW crusader, white knight, pussy, beta male motherfucker, that's your business.
Oh. Wow. Anyways, what do you define shaming language as? I see nothing wrong with calling the MGTOW movement a shitty idea. I'm giving my opinion on an idea. I'm not saying that if you are a MGTOW, you are automatically shitty. I love how you blame the opposition for shaming, yet if we look at the MGTOW community, many of your guys are calling your opposition, mainly anti-MGTOWs, cucks and pussies. When will your community hold its own members accountable? Answer: many of you probably won't, because there are some of you out there who are willing to destroy people just for disagreeing with you. When has a MGTOW ever apologized for insulting people? I'm not calling MGTOW basement dwellers cucks and etc. For a community that is supposed to be a role model for men, many of your members do a shitty job at not acting like assholes.
you see, your opposition, they really don't know how else to argue, okay? Because most of them know that they're full of shit.
Oh, I agree with you. Many MGTOW don't know how to argue against anti-MGTOW, and you have demonstrated that in your last video by strawmanning me and accusing me of attacking your manhood, when in reality, I was just disagreeing with the idea of someone being MGTOW. If anyone is spewing bullshit, it's you right now, by you generalizing anyone who disagrees with you as full of shit and knowing they're dead wrong. This may come as a surprise to you, but there are going to be people out there who disagree with you and truly think they're doing the right thing. Show some respect for other people's opinions, instead of making arguments that are backed up with no evidence. Anti-MGTOW is more respectful to men because we understand that our opposition will make some good points, and that many truly believe they are correct. I also want to say that the opposition, specifically anti-MGTOW, do have relevant points, and we will continue to debunk your nonsense. This video is just evidence of that.
They know that they're dead wrong, and they don't know how to admit it. They don't know how to, look in the mirror and take accountability for their own lives.
Wait, You accuse them of not taking accountability for their own lives, yet later on this video, you literally say,
First of all, nothing's my fault.
thanks for exposing your own hypocrisy once again. Also, how do you know these people are not taking accountability if you can't even prove that they are consciously trying to share bullshit ideas?
And so they do nothing but waste their lives worrying about your life. They're seeking validation, and MGTOW men are not giving it to them. And so they say stupid shit in your comment section like, the manosphere, and all these men, they're garbage, and they're basement dwellers, and it. So then why are you in their comment sections trolling them and fucking with them and shaming them? Shaming tactics won't work. I mean, if you guys are getting shamed back into the plantation, that's your business. But
no shit, Sherlock. Why would anyone give validation to their opposition? I don't think people shame MGTOW out of validation, because if they were looking for validation, they'd be virtue signaling about some sort of popular topic in the news instead of talking about some group that your average Joe doesn't know or care about. Second, I don't think many people care about your personal life. They care about the ideas and content you are spreading out there on the internet. If MGTOW went their own way and they weren't promoting their philosophy, you would not see much opposition. But because you are putting your ideas out there, you are going to get more criticism. Also, shaming language can work on people who are easy to influence, or those who are on the fence about joining MGTOW. Do I think we should insult people? No. But there is nothing wrong in calling a concept or a movement stupid, as long as you are not trying to maliciously or intentionally spread lies about that said thing. Also, what plantation? Where is the proof that there is the powerful plantation that is oppressing men across the Western world? Prove it.
I'm not going to allow some fucking low-level trolls and some pissed-off, angry women out there, anti-MGTOWers, to get me to feel ashamed of me being a man. I'm born a man. Imagine if I made you feel ashamed for being a woman. How would you feel about that? Well, I do believe that would create a giant controversy. But clearly, the double standards are in your face all the time, and so they're completely unavoidable. What's going on?
Again, stop throwing anti-MGTOW into the same category as these people. Also, stop taking my difference in opinion so personally. No one is attacking you for being a man. I'm a man and I love masculinity. I just don't like MGTOW. Before you say shit about other groups of people, please do your research so you can avoid strawmanning groups you don't understand. This is just insulting, especially when you can't even prove that most of these people hate men. However, your last point about double standards has some truth to it. I agree that if someone shamed a woman instead of a man, there are many people who would get more offended by the woman getting shamed than the man. However, this mostly occurs with radical feminist movements, where you see a lot of hatred for men and this toxic masculinity nonsense. I think some men try to use their aggressive nature as a way to apologize for being a dick, but those radical feminist groups and etc. that associate all men with this problem are just being retarded. It's sad that these double standards exist. However, this mostly occurs in certain groups of people, and to say that this is something that people generally believe in is just plain wrong.
But I don't take half of these people seriously. I truly don't. If anything, I find most of what they do just hilarious. Because, again, they spew so much bullshit about how you're such not a waste of time, but yet they're in all of your videos trying to pick apart all of your points, and yet they say that you have no life because you're a MGTOW.
Are you implying people have no life for taking the time to thoroughly analyze your content? Wow, you really should show some respect to your opposition. I think you should be flattered that people are taking time out of their day to analyze many points that you have that are bullshit. It shows they care enough about men to address this misinformation. Then you talk about how life is less stress without women, and you won't go too much into why. I mean, what did you expect when you're in an intimate relationship with someone? Of course there's going to be more stress because sometimes people go through stressful times. If you're married to a woman and you have kids, there's going to be a lot more stress. Stress isn't necessarily a bad thing. In many cases, it just means you have a lot of responsibility. Sometimes stress can actually be a good thing because it actually motivates some people to work. Then you talk about how these people who are shaming hate masculinity and that shaming is only going to push you, True Sherm, closer to the MGTOW manosphere. Again, stop assuming that everyone who shames people for being MGTOW are anti-masculine. MGTOW and masculinity are not the same. You can be masculine and not MGTOW. To imply something like that is shaming language because you are calling any man who disagrees with you someone who hates himself. And hold on. If you don't take their shaming seriously, how is this going to make you more MGTOW? I didn't know you can be more MGTOW. I mean, what's more MGTOW? Blindly believing whatever these random Reddit MGTOW forums tell you? Then you accuse others of not trying to hear MGTOW, but they want MGTOW to listen to them. Hold on, earlier you were talking about how people should look at themselves in the mirror. Yet you want people to listen to your content, but in another video you tell me that...
Because I don't know if I'm going to get thrown out in the fucking street tomorrow. And it would. What's the fucking Crimson Crusader going to do then? How's your infinite wisdom and logic going to keep me stable? It's not. That's why I don't listen to people like you.
Thanks for continuing to expose your own hypocrisy once again. Anti-MGTOWs like myself are doing a much better job at this. Not only have we been listening to your side and agreed with some of your points that are valid, but we are also willing to analyze as accurately as we possibly can. I suggest you look in the mirror before pointing fingers at others.
I'm not going to allow these people to make me feel ashamed for being a man, for being the kind of man that I want to be. As long as you're not hurting someone, you know, fuck all this toxic masculinity bullshit. You could be as masculine as you want. You know, there's not a crime for being an asshole. They're just...
You just undermine the whole point of this video. If people shouldn't care about what doesn't hurt them, then why bother making a video addressing shaming language? If shaming language is ineffective and laughable, then why should viewers care about what you have to say? Unless you count people's feelings as getting hurt, this video is not relevant by your own logic. Also, again, stop this "people are trying to attack your masculinity" nonsense. Unless they are radical feminists, I don't see the logic in going after your masculinity. Stop trying to equate disagreeing with MGTOW to hating men. It's a lazy argument that doesn't make sense. Earlier, you said toxic masculinity is bullshit, but then you are saying it's okay to be as masculine as you want, there is no crime to being an asshole. What do you mean by it's not a crime to be an asshole? Are you suggesting that masculinity has something to do with acting like a dick? Yeah, that definitely doesn't sound toxic at all. Also, following this logic, if it's okay to be an asshole, then it's okay to shame people because, hey, it's not a crime. Then he goes on to say, stay away from the evil media. It's all propaganda to emasculate men. What have you been listening to, Alex Jones? Don't get me wrong, Alex has some good points, but your argument is just, so flawed. Just because many media organizations have biased political agendas and sometimes say bullshit, depending on who you watch, that doesn't mean they necessarily are trying to attack men. Biased political views and emasculating men are two very different things. If the media all wanted to truly go after men, then where's the proof? I'm no alt-right conservative, but I don't see Fox News emasculating men. After this, Trusherm claims and laughs about how all the men women want are in the manosphere. Oh, yes. The only thing I'm laughing about is how stupid you sound, man. I don't think women are looking for men in a community that has a lot of toxicity. Go to my channel or watch a bunch of random MGTOW videos and you will easily see the hate, shaming language, and other nonsense on videos and in MGTOW comments. I could show examples right now, but you can check out one of my videos called "They Are Convincing Me to Join MGTOW," a video where I wreck many pathetic MGTOW comments. Also, I'm not saying all or most MGTOW are not valuable men, but MGTOW is the last place a woman would look for a man. The only reason why women are going after this manosphere is because of how angry they are at some of the stupidity coming out of your community. However, I'm not saying all women have good reasons for being angry at MGTOW. Seriously though, MGTOW has lots of men who have been rejected or divorced. Again, I'm not saying all these men are bad, or that all these MGTOW are divorced or rejected, or that all these people who are rejected or divorced are bad people. But if you believe women are looking for men with the most status, why would they look in a place that has a lot of rejected, toxic, and divorced men that are not interested in them? Nice logic, dude. I'm not going to make you guys listen to an hour of me debunking this nonsense, so I'm dividing my response to this video into multiple parts. It's funny and also sad how easy it is to use Trusherm's own videos to expose his own hypocrisy. Consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and click the notification bell so you get notified when I upload a new video. You can also follow me at Crimson Crusader on Twitter. Are media outlets plotting to emasculate men? Am I going to become a gay frog if I drink the water? Ribbit, ribbit, shit. I better see a doctor right now. But before I go, let me know what you think in the comments below. My fair ladies, ribbit, and honorable gents, fare thee well.